That could be fun. Well, not in sync, but playing off of each other.
One sentence at a time.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was out for most of the session, so Bonkers was anyway.
I mean, there was a lot of romancing.
There was some NPC romancing, some non-NPC romancing. There was some caregiving to Bonkers, who got very, very drunk on a tiny taste of some very, very old alcohol, which Talia had offered to share with everybody. Beyond that, it was a nice, lovely dinner, and we made our way back to
the Emperor, and Talia had the audacity to say to Bonnie that she doesn't like that she worships these people.
Sorry, I just asked. Can you please run a random encounter, random and humorous encounter for a D&D party of 4 at level 10 traveling in a forest, just for an example? And it actually wrote a really good one. TLDR: come across pixies if you succeed in the challenge.
interesting.
Yeah, they'll have to play a game of hide and seek.
But yes,
that's not bad. Yep.
Bonnie was upset with Talia. Bonkers wished to add anything apart from being blacked out for a large portion of it.
Mostly just blacked out. What he did continue some research on, and I believe very, very lightly started the prototyping stage for his wingsuit, but it has not made significant progress yet.
And I will expect Talia and the lovely Akatsuki to do it together.
Talia falls into Akatsuki's lap, which creates some romantic tension. This was just prior to Bonkers completely fucking passing out.
No. Oh, thank you, Wine Goblin. No one can see you. Hold on.
They ended the night together atop the crow's nest. So
let's not forget that Bonnie. Hello. Let's not forget that Bonnie also tried the wine and fucking took it like a champion.
Bonnie can hold her liquor.
Whiskey priest.
She's a whiskey priest.
I'm gonna give you that as a fucking feat. Sorry. Talia and Akatsuki.
Like a champion. Yep.
Advantage on liquor-related saving throws.
Continue where you left off. I just wanted to add that Bonnie did drink the wedding wine in between. And now
am I go?
Wait, yeah, the thing you were about to say.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just gonna say, Akatsuki and Talia ended the night lovely in each other's arms atop the crow's nest. So a lovely evening for those two girls. ...
They kissed for the first time.
They do.
That is romantic.
Yes.
And then there's a Bonkers and Bonnie moment.
Bonkers being mostly sloshed.
When Bonkers thought that Bonnie was going to rape him, but didn't.
Because she's not that person.
No. And I just put him to bed with my solo song just playing wave sounds above him.
white noise machine.
Mm-hmm.
Bonkers spent most of the session passed out. That was the gist of it.
You were fine for the first half. The second half didn't go so well for you.
It's like 45 minutes in. It was not very long.
No.
Malkin and Bonnie became friends. Malkin reveals that she's into Cassius. I wrote in parentheses, sorry, Travis.
Mm-hmm. And Bonnie, taking a personal liking to shipping them, will try her best to ship them.
High Commander Voxus hails us then after we've all gone to bed and are continuing our travels. High Commander Voxus hails us from a massive installation known as Anubis Station.
Actually, he didn't hail you from.
I mean, Miss Anal Beads. And
Yeah, we were hailed by,
Mm.
You were hailed,
Analkulid.
yeah,
but not
Anal
him.
Cool.
I don't remember her name.
You were hailed by Anal Cool.
Oh yeah, Amal Kula.
Yes. Regardless of what we think of them, is now Miss Anal Beads.
Nocturnus is engaged truly in war, wishing to employ us into their ranks.
Because who pulled rank? Someone did a Karen. Was it Talia? Did Talia do
Talia
that? I
did
want to speak to your manager, didn't you? You
I
did,
think
didn't
so.
you?
Wait, was that me?
Yes, that seems
Because the
like
little bitch
you-
was carrying on, and you were basically, I wish to speak to your superior officer. And then you got High
That
Commander
sounds like
Voxus.
something Talia would do.
Then you got High
then-
Commander Voxus on the line, and Bonnie started praying.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last line of my notes, and I'm not 100% sure if we ended session at this point or if I just didn't take any more notes. Is Bonnie is introduced to the Emperor. She's a little
We haven't
uneasy.
got to that point yet.
Nocturnus.
She was
And that's
introduced.
where we will start today.
We stopped right outside.
He was introduced to Higher Commander Voxus, and you've made your way through Nocturnus. You explained a very small amount of what was going on to Bonnie, but she's still fucking clueless.
Yeah, because what I wrote was she's a little uneasy as the inhabitants of Nocturnus are identical to her representation of the gods.
I stopped for coffee, so who wanted coffee? Bonkers took off to get coffee.
Yeah, Kotsky's not a coffee drinker. I think Bonkers knows this at this
I
point.
mean,
Coffee,
you went to get it for Talia, I know for a fact.
I went to get it for me, for sure.
And Talia.
We made the decision of we all walk at 30 feet of walking speed. Bonkers walks at fuck off walking speed. So he has the time to go to Star Fox and get a coffee and still catch up with us in the time that it takes to make the coffee.
I mean, the Royal Guard were not happy about that, but you did it anyway.
Yeah.
At this point, we are the favored mercenaries of Nocturnus, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, there is that.
Maybe not the favored, but we definitely we've pulled some clout rather quickly.
Well, you're in with the Emperor. You don't need any more clout than that, really.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Unless there's someone more important than the Emperor.
The Emperor, the Super Emperor,
the Super
Emperor,
the Over Emperor.
Emperor versus
Bonnie, did you want coffee? I didn't hear if you wanted any or not, so I got you one. Here.
And
hands you a cup of coffee.
There is
it's just a normal one. It's not the kind that I like. It's just a normal one because mine would kill a person. Here, Talia, I got you the kind that would kill a person.
And
because you're not a person.
and Bonnie will take your cup and add whiskey to it.
Just out of a hip flask.
And give it back to you.
I like to think that your hip flask has a little falcon's head.
I like to think that Bonnie's hip flask is so well used that the threads of the hip flask are like almost completely just gone. So it doesn't even take a full twist. She just like touches it a little bit hard and it just pops off.
Yeah, that's basically it.
It might have been beautiful.
No,
it's so smooth.
No, that one's yours. I have mine over here. I don't want the alcohol right now.
I mean,
that makes no sense to Bonnie, but hey.
I need to calm my nerves a little.
That's why I got you the coffee.
Coffee and alcohol doesn't really work on calming nerves, but hey, let's go. And she starts taking small sips of it.
Bonkers. Like half of it goes down immediately, and just like 30 seconds later, he's just, now that's much better. All right, so
now I have an important
meeting with the Emperor
question as well. Talia, are you drinking your coffee before you see the Emperor?
Well, she would like think it's warm, so she would like to just hold the cup for now because it's still warm. Like,
Okay, because
so
I
she won't
recall the
take
effect it had on you last time, so I'm just checking this.
yeah, she won't
Uh,
take a sip immediately, and if she takes a sip, it will be like small sips. Just
tasting
not
it
to
on
be
the
rude.
tongue.
just a little like on the
A
tongue,
little
just to
soupçon.
see.
It's
So
it's like when it's
she
really
will hold.
hot and you're just like, I want the flavor of coffee, so you just gotta sip until there's like the essence of coffee coming into your mouth, and then you stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it is we all know that Sphinx's Cyber Cafe makes amazing coffee. So
Probably why she still wants the strong one.
didn't I tell you it's called the Corpse Reviver,
good.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
or Corpse Maker or something like Corpse Reviver.
Yeah, I think it was the Corpse Reviver.
It's in the notes somewhere.
Yeah, Corpse Reviver. That's how strong it is.
They
It's strong
they
enough
just
to
call it
wake the
revive.
dead.
So
True
it's
resurrection.
basically like Death Wish, which is actual coffee in real life.
I know it is, but
Yes, which ironically is no longer the strongest coffee.
No, sad life.
It's still pretty up there though. I'm marking off like a couple of silver or whatever. I don't remember how much it was.
yeah, it's not much. It's a couple.
I'm marking off a couple of electrum, which is what we were using for
A
credits.
couple of credits, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark off. Well, I got 3 cups, so I'm just gonna mark off 3 credits because that gives me 69.
I think we, I think we have established that this is space Starbucks, so of course
Yeah.
it's going to be a bit overpriced.
Yeah,
You're
Coffee
not
is
paying-
overpriced in general.
no,
you're
so
not paying coppers. You're paying an entire credit for this.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fine.
I mean, you get discount rates.
So it's a credit.
So Bonkers gets his
Which would
card
be like
stamped.
$10.
Gets his card stamped 3 times for this
I get-
transaction.
I get a free one every 10 cups. I get a free one.
You're at 5 stamps.
Wait.
now.
Yeah, every 10 cups I get a free one. So I don't know. They've earned some loyalty from me. Shall we?
I suppose I'm not entirely ready for this.
Would waiting an extra hour make you much more ready?
I don't think we have an hour.
No.
So the point I was
feel
getting
like
at was I
this
don't think it would help.
urgent.
You will
And
find.
you see her just slap herself a little in the face, and
Yeah.
Mm. And she recites her like mighty.
I thought you were going to say holy mantra, but okay.
Yeah, is that now your holy mantra?
Yeah, mighty.
Wow.
Wow, she's got a little bit of Christmas and a little bit of barbarian.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
That one took me by surprise for a second. You will approach walking through Nocturnus. I say walking, you're being almost stormed through Nocturnus. No one's really paying any attention because you're being escorted by the High Guard, and they know to keep their mouths and eyes out of it. No matter what's going on, it's clearly something important. There are 12 of these guys, by the way, escorting you.
Hey,
Not in a threatening way, but in a we need to speed this forward kind of way.
Fair enough.
Let's keep them from wandering off like wet cats.
It's worth knowing in the background of all your comms, you can hear Moolah going fucking frantic insane doing paperwork. Every now and again, he just accidentally accesses comms. You're like, no, 3.15559. Loads of fucking numbers and him going a bit mental.
They must be working on paperwork for Bonnie.
Mm.
There was a lot of paperwork when we got here.
I see.
Well, Bonnie has also
shall
signed the
we?
contract, so
It's a very litigious society. How do I know that word?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure I know what that word means.
I can
But-
tell you right now, I really don't
They
know
like
what it
paperwork.
means.
Let's just.
My
we need
dad
our
was
help.
like
Let's
that.
just
That's why.
go in. Let's just start this. I'll manage. I'm probably not gonna say anything.
Bonnie's just going to stay entirely silent.
With a little help from the coffee, I might just join you.
Yeah, because it has the opposite effect on you as it does to Talia.
Talia starts smelling the coffee now. She hasn't taken a sip yet. She just smells it now.
It is worth knowing that Bonnie is walking as far away from Talia as possible. Like she has both Bonkers and Akatsuki in between them.
I'm sorry. I'll move over here then.
Wow. What's going on here?
Mm.
Apparently, someone's been insulted.
Apparently so. I mean, this is the first time someone's insulted someone's god in this fashion, and they've actually got upset about it.
Well,
Kotsky has not said a goddamn thing.
No, I don't think that's helping the scenario either. The potentially calm one is being oddly quiet.
Can we start walking in now?
Yes, I'm sorry, I need to place a single token, that's it.
I think there's an expression in my home. It's called stepping in the salad. It basically means
I've done that once.
you've. We'll go through that later. It means you've said things you shouldn't have said and should really shut up.
I've done that a lot.
As
I
you
mean,
walk
that's
as you walk towards the pyramid itself, the doors will be opened in front of you by the Royal Guard. I don't think you've seen this picture before. Who are these guys?
Ah,
yeah.
very ornate.
They are 9 feet tall.
Hey, they're taller than me.
And
Are
to,
we?
to Bonnie, they probably look like gods.
Am I correct in assuming there's a little hint of Clegg or sorry of
of the mountain kind of style, yes.
yeah Clegane, a little bit of Clegane in that?
And it's also not clear whether they are humanoid or they're some form of construct either. Difficult for you to tell. You can investigate further if you wish, but as the doors of the pyramids are opened, you see a familiar face standing before you. Bonnie's about to lose her shit, but here we go.
That's why I have shifted over and am standing next to Bonnie for moral support, because I know how awkward this sounds, or this seems.
Before Bonnie will stand an individual who looks exactly like Toth.
Lord Hepper.
Bonnie will, under her breath, say, "Oh,
Welcome back to Nocturnus. It's a very busy time. We need to keep moving. There's lots of paperwork on the go. There's lots of things going on. The Immortal Emperor is kind of impatient to see you. He's been waiting a couple of cycles for you, but you're here now. So any additional paperwork, please excuse any irregularities. All things will be ironed out over the next 3 nano days.
No.
Oh,
Totally understandable. Thank you. It's good to see you again, Valix. Exalted Lord Keeper.
Good to see you again. Your temporary visa is being accommodated right now, and he will look at Bonnie.
So
Fantastic.
Bonnie
Yeah, I can
is-
hear Mular working on it.
Bonnie is making herself as small as possible."
Yes, I'm in contact with your ship's AI. Please, follow me. And he will move forward very slowly and sort of patiently and quaintly, in a way that a bird does. He didn't really walk around very much last time, so he kind of like hops and walks in his steps, but he's sort of very delicate about it. It's worth still worth knowing. Remember, he writes.
Oh no, he's
everything in the
Zazu.
book. He is like Zazu, yeah.
He's Goth Zazu.
He's Koth Zazu, yeah.
Does this mean I'm supposed to follow you?
Yes.
Oh
Follow me.
my
Come on. You're wasting time now. Come on.
Okay.
Your people are so
And she
slow.
starts lightly jogging behind him.
He moves very fast for a tall, lanky individual. It's worth knowing the entire chamber is absolutely silent. Apart from a small muttering between some individuals at the far end.
And
Bonkers
the
Cotsky
click
are like,
of his
fine."
toes.
Yeah, and the click of his toes on the alabaster granite.
Yeah. Bonkers and Akatsuki are probably both like, oh, finally, someone who actually walks with some pace.
Right?
He will address.
Wow, I gotta actually think to keep up.
Your immortal Majesty, the visitors have arrived. At which point
And
he
Bonnie
will
will
retract to a
immediately
side.
kneel.
Bonnie will just kneel. So,
Can I look weirdly at this reaction?
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it's weird for someone to just kneel.
In front of the gods? No, it's not weird.
Well, but that's the thing. This would be looking weird for Talia.
Akatsuki does sort of go into a stance of like standing at attention. It's not quite like a militaristic thing that you'd be familiar with, but sort of looking at it, you can tell that this is some sort of what probably is her custom of doing it.
Before you stands two individuals, Bonnie. I'm going to explain it to you as Bonnie because I know you played one of them. However, it's a different perspective. So, before you stands two individuals. One seems to have the head of a jackal and very ornate armor. The individual that I'm not going to even ask you for religion rolls on this because you'll know your own religion. The individual you would perceive as being some image of Anubis.
Yes.
He seems to be talking to an individual sitting on a beautiful black granite throne who looks like this and looks exactly like Osiris. The two are conversing somewhat in a hushed tone, so you can't understand their wording at the time. But seeing you approach the individual to his right, or to his left, sorry, because that's his left, yeah, will stand to in readiness and once again grab hold of his swords either side.
Hello, Lord Anubis and Lord Osiris. It's an honor. And you will hear there's shaking in her voice.
All of you roll perception, please.
Longers
Yes,
gently
of
pats you.
course.
Probably almost head level now since you're kneeling. Almost.
Mhm.
Perception. My best stat. Oh wow, actually I rolled pretty good.
He's the only one
Do
managing
I
to
need?
notice this.
What?
You can roll if you want to, but you're kneeling. I don't know if you have any degree of awareness apart from focusing on what you're already focusing on. That's your
I
call,
roll
not
for
mine.
fun.
Katsuki's the only one that notices something seems to have checked every part of your pockets and everything around you. Almost like a pair of hands you can't see is checking you.
Like currently, I'm feeling like something's checking me.
Yes.
Is it taking anything, or am I feeling like my pockets are getting lighter?
No, not getting lighter.
Is it just caressing her and being creepy?
I will look to my other party members.
Which point of being
I
noticed,
didn't-
feeling stops and there is a swift draft of air. But carry on.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that I needed to get frisked. This didn't happen last time.
I have a thing as a rogue that I have blind sight for 10 feet around me. Could I have seen what was doing this?
You'd need true sight.
I have true sight.
You said blind sight.
You said blind.
Let
Yeah.
me double check the way the feat is listed, because it's basically I can see anything within 10 feet of me, because I'm that attuned to seeing hiding things. I know how invisibility and stealth work, so I'm good at detecting it. Let me find the wording.
You should know if it's
Blind sense.
blind. Yeah.
If you are able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you.
He does not make a sound.
That's not what it says, but all right.
Yeah, I would say you're aware of it. You can't find it. You're aware there's an invisible creature, at least.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to see what he looks like, but I can hear that there's the whisper in the wind as something moves by. Okay.
That's the wind. An individual will appear next to a Syrian. At which point he will hush to the Emperor and stand attention to saying nothing to you. At which point the Emperor will happily stand up. Please remember, I am not Lars, so this Emperor will be slightly different because I am a different person.
Really valid.
And we are at war.
Yes.
Welcome, my friends. It's nice to see you again. And another. He will begin to sort of. We already decided he doesn't really walk. He just kind of hovers ominously, doesn't he? So will hover ominously down. Please join me.
It's an honor to see you again, Emperor.
And you, please join me. And he will gesture behind the throne.
I will walk up and follow his lead.
At which point the royal guard are instantly to attention.
I ignore the royal guards.
High
Don't you
Prosecutor,
dare move
please
closer to me, I-
show them to the back chamber. Yes, Your Majesty. This individual here will begin to eye you as if he wants you to follow him.
I
shall.
won't see that. I'm looking down onto the ground.
You are.
All right,
come on.
by the way then.
Are you low enough for me to? No, I'm not going to grab a horn. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pat you. Come on, follow us. Come on, we're going.
Okay. And are you holding onto the horn? Or
No,
are you
I said I
just-
was tempted to, but you
Just
wouldn't have known.
dragging you
That
by
just
the
passed in
horn.
my brain. My brain went, grab the horn, grab the horn. But no.
Because if you were holding it into my horn, I would have just lifted you up because I'm very tense right now, and
No.
you probably don't weigh a lot.
No. I was not. I was tempted, but did not. I have had my coffee today, and I know better now. But no, I'm just patting you on the shoulder, and I'll follow along. I'll kind of lead in front of you.
Can I have perception for sound from all of you, please?
Yes. Oh, I get advantage.
I don't see anything or
Sound.
hear anything, rather.
I don't get advantage, but like I said, I do have good hearing, essentially.
Well, it's enough for all of you
19.
to hear everywhere throughout, however big this place is. You don't actually know how big it is. Everywhere throughout, you can hear locks being shut, doors being sealed, as if nothing is getting in or out.
I continue to follow High Prosecutor, realizing that there's probably some big fucking deal is happening here.
He's asking you to kind of come here, so.
And at this point, you probably hear on his heartbeat if you have keen hearing.
I have
I
the alert
do.
feat, and I have blind sense because of hearing, so
Yeah,
This is basically Tremor's headset.
I can-
Akatsuki has like canine senses, so she has like 20 times hearing.
Mhm. You will
Bonkers
hear
is
my
50% ear
heart.
by volume.
The Emperor will come down without his bodyguard for the first time.
Interesting note.
Him and
Can someone? Yeah, I was gonna ask this to Commander Felix as we arrived here. Are we getting informed about what is happening? Like what has happened in our absence?
There have been a great many developments, and we have discovered a few things which have illuminated matters beyond our previous understanding. I'm sure the
So
High
it's
Prosecutor
quite
will
se-
inform you better.
So I take it's quite serious then.
It is
Well-
for His Immortal Majesty to inform you.
That's all he said.
Yeah, no, Talia's just keeping quiet after that.
Oh, okay. I thought you had something to add then, and I was just like, no,
Yeah,
she's
no,
saying nothing.
I was mainly
Same, I
because
was-
like, yeah, no, I had a point for it, but it just never mind.
No, what's your point for it? Say it.
I forgot about it.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
I realize I'm missing a ton of tokens for these guys. I've never actually thought that I would use many of them, but hey. The story's taken an entire turn that I didn't anticipate. So, apologies. Winfrey will address you. Thank you for coming at such short notice. At which point he will stop the facade and will actually stand on the floor. I apologize for the way you were brought here. And he will look directly at Bonnie.
It's fine, I think.
He will physically walk up to you and put his hands on your shoulders.
Oh God.
Please. Relax.
No.
Akatsuki would lean over to Talia. You don't happen to know this spell, and she will make the sign for the spell Calm Emotions.
That's exactly what the Emp... Carry on. Do you know it?
I know it. I'm kidding.
Because I think Bonnie needs it.
Is that a no?
The question though, would Talia know just based off of the somatic component?
Yes.
You know what? Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to use my panache ability and charm Bonnie into calming down.
Oh, well, the instant the Emperor touches her, she will feel a calming feeling.
Okay.
Fair.
It's literally like being touched by your god. It's serenity.
Talia will lean back to Akatsuki. What is happening here? Is it just me that is confused? Why is Bonnie like this? She was not like this on the ship.
He will softly let go of you.
That's her.
It's because everyone in Nocturnus looks like her gods.
But they are not, are they?
Assyrian will look straight at you, Talia, and say, "You were once a god. Why should I be any different?" I've also decided what god you were, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't know that. So Talia, I don't know if Talia would perceive herself as that.
No, I know.
So I don't know how to respond to that, to be honest.
No, I know. The first time the Emperor's actually confused you.
Yeah, like I imagine Talia is just looks away for a minute, and I assume in that sense something else is going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, being interrupted by him, Akatsuki just stands back to attention.
Talia will lean back and try and figure out what's going on.
It's worth knowing to Bonnie that this guy also looks like Set.
Yes. I figured as much. And
So, Your Immortal Majesty, I apologize for my companions. They seem to be a little bit flustered right now. What can we help you with? What can we do for you?
Excuse me, we are missing but one.
My apologies.
At last. Coming down
out of character, what would happen if I cast Divine Intervention here?
Valid question.
Glowing?
What happens if you cast Divine Intervention in front of your being, which you garner Divine Intervention from?
I was about to say, valid question.
Blinding flash?
Yeah, I was about to say, valid question. Try.
This is Divine Intervention.
Science!
He's like, Divine Intervention, like, think a thought to yourself, and the Emperor just goes, yes.
You ask a question, my child. An individual the other members of the party will recognize will come walking down the stairs. You guys know this is the High Weaver, so he's the one that saved you from being murdered.
Yay!
Not Bonnie.
Fortuitous day, Salinus. How are you?
I had been better.
Oh.
Now,
have you been worse?
Always. In my business, things can change on the flip of a coin.
Yes.
You do get the feeling you have now been utterly surrounded as well. It's worth knowing.
I
I mean, Bonnie felt that from the very beginning, but
I have almost half my pantheon around me.
yeah,
I am not comfortable.
yeah. You felt
I
really safe, but you are not comfortable.
being I mean, being a fox, especially, Akatsuki has quite strong fight or flight reflexes. So I'd like to insight check the people surrounding us.
Which
seeing
ones?
Fighting 5 gods.
Perhaps I know the guards would be following orders either way, so
No,
they have
he said gods.
no gods. The
You're-
gods would be guard would be following orders either way. So their intention is of no importance to
So
me. But like,
you want to check the High Weaver, Selinus, and
yeah,
the Emperor then?
perhaps not the emperor because he's the emperor and we've come to know him. And either way, he's always going to have a huge security detail. But I want to know if we're being cornered in some way
Oh,
in
okay.
an act of aggression or an act of defense.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? It landed on a nat 20.
You have
and then-
no idea. Your fox senses are so confused. You have never been in a situation like this before, so you really do not know what to think. But you always feel cornered
fear
anyway.
from
So.
him, calm from uncertainty from here, calm from him.
Yeah, that's probably about accurate to be honest.
Confusion.
Yes, and threat from.
Yeah, and threats. You feel two things, two of them are confused, and one is calming.
Can I take like from the urgency and like the aura in the room, like from the Emperor or Phalanx or the last guy here and the gods in general, see like how like or not urgent is not the correct
What's the
word,
general
like, how
feeling, kind of
serious.
thing?
Yeah, like what's the general feeling? How serious is this shit? Talia's been in a war that fucking threatened her whole living, so she would know like crisis. So like
that
where on the scale
would be insight.
Okay. I am so bad at insight.
So am I.
Wow, Jesus, let's go.
We have the same insight, and you're rolled a 20 fucking 1.
To Talia,
I rolled a 19.
to Talia, this is a war council,
Okay.
which means it's rather serious.
Okay.
Since everybody else is expositing,
Why
I'm
not?
going to
Go!
give a little bit of a. It's unrelated because this is what Bonkers is. He's mostly paying attention, but he's also thinking about that ongoing game of Dragon Chess that he has over the Argus network with Phalanx. So he's trying to figure
Yeah,
out his
he's trying
next
to figure
move.
what he's
He's not very good at it, but they play back and forth.
I'd like to say that Phalanx is definitely trying not to win too hard. Out of
Trying to
politeness.
fucking destroy you.
Yeah, Phalanx
I
could have won
appreciate
like
having.
5 parsecs ago, but he's being polite.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate the
like humoring
discretion,
him.
I guess. Yeah,
Humoring him.
it's a fun game. I'm not very good at it, but it's fun. So that's what Bonkers is thinking of
I mean,
right now.
Phalanx is like chess god at the point. His brain works
Bonkers
at
is not-
3 million miles per hour.
Yeah, and Bonkers mostly understands the rules.
Him and Moolah could have an interesting game, but you and him can't.
No, we have like a very casual. We'll chat back and forth. And anyway,
I am.
I'm making the lore. It exists.
Yeah, the Emperor will look at you. I'm pleased you've come here. I have a favor and some information to offer. If you would accept.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Depends on the information. What is it?
That-
Two different
that's
answers
accepting it,
happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Do you recall the threat to your life that the High Weaver prevented?
Yeah, the teleporty guys
Yes.
at the Paradise Lounge or whatever it's called.
You may also have
hotel.
noticed the increased security measures around my land.
Yes.
The Anubis station for a start.
It was hard to miss it. It's large.
I haven't used it for 2 millennia, but hopefully it still has the ability to destroy a few planets.
Well, out of curiosity, where do you park such a thing?
Miniaturization is a technology we pioneered long ago.
Oh, well,
Talia
actually makes
sniggers.
sense. Have she what?
Talia sniggers at the comment from the Emperor.
Have
Clip it and cut out the S.
have you seen a single war machine or weapon of war in my land yet? With the exception of this.
Today, yes. Previously, no.
We are
Akatsuki
capable
just
of
goes,
defending
you mean
ourselves.
this machine?
No, the Emperor will hold out a hologram of this one, and it's in the Anubis station.
Yes, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Humor's lost.
We are more than
She looks
capable.
to
Yeah, it is
Bonkers for
lost,
support for a
deliberately.
second.
We are more than
He
capable
shrugs.
of defending ourselves, but have chosen to keep ourselves in seclusion. I hope to keep it that way through our agreement.
Forgive me if I'm overstepping, but I come from a culture in which projection of power is vastly superior to simply seclusion. Why have you not maintained such a fleet? And I imagine you have an overwhelming military power. Simply projecting that sort of power to the galaxy at large would be enough for anyone to not want to even step foot in your lands.
We do, but I do not wish to be a tyrant.
It could also draw too much attention from those who seek to prove themselves, I imagine.
I see.
Would you indulge us in
Yeah.
what this threat is, if I may ask?
Yes, I will. This is the exact reason I have brought you here. An enemy of old has reared its head again. We thought it was destroyed in the War of the Spheres, which admittedly we had no small part in, although little were aware of our influence. However, you want to know what the War of the Spheres is, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Akatsuki has been reading up on Illithids and is curious if War of the Spheres is their way of referring to the fall of the Illithid Empire.
It is not.
Mm.
The War of the Spheres is a conflict which happened in a far galaxy, which Akatsuki would have no knowledge of particularly.
Okay.
Sadly for you.
She would have heard, like, is 18 enough to have, like, a knowing of murmurs of anything?
Yeah, murmurs of things going on and stuff happening.
Okay, but it's beyond what she
Yeah.
knows.
I am aware that none of you, with the exception of my sister in race, and he will look at Talia, are aware of these actions, although I believe you were out of it yourself. A long time ago in the 14th century, early in the 14th century, a race of individuals known as the Voldoni raised an army and an empire and attempted conquest of many systems. They were erased and eradicated and their emperor destroyed. We were certain that no opposition and remnants of their culture existed anymore. Sadly, we were wrong.
Would I recognize this Voldoni thing?
The last you recall of them, they would be bipedal lycanthropes.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
of no
that
threat
makes sense.
to anything during your time.
But we have come across lycanthropes. They were the
Yeah.
ones that tried to abduct NASA for some reason.
Exactly.
Out of character, actual question. You said 14th century. Is this using the timeline, a different timeline or a different dating system to the Taurillian one? Because the 14th century would have been not too long ago for us.
No, it's a different time span. It's in the Kryn
Okay,
system.
yeah.
It would be in the Kryn system in the Volden space, so
Yeah, so
time
you would
doesn't
see Talia.
technically match.
I mean, not Talia. Yeah, you would see Akatsuki looks really confused. And you can tell. Yeah, you can tell that she's doing math in her head. She's like, 14th.
We are also both from different Feywilds, and we know how time works in Feywild too. Is that
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't.
Yeah, but you just see like 14th century. That never mind.
Yes, okay. So, they're back then.
That would be
Are
an
they
overstatement.
trying to do the same they did years ago, or what are their goals?
We have received some reconnaissance reports thanks to the High Weaver. Perhaps we should furnish you with these to make your own mind regarding the situation.
That would be lovely.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Worth knowing that at this point, everyone, with the exception of Bonnie, will have their wrists light up with a message. Because Bonnie doesn't have a holowatch yet.
Wasn't she just given one?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna say I
did I get one?
even
Yeah, I
have it written
I
in my
got the
notes.
bracelet.
I gave you one, so
Yeah.
Bonnie's will also light up, but Bonnie doesn't know what it means yet.
So you just see everyone checking their watch just now.
Pretty light.
I'm gonna lean over and be like, "All right, Bonnie, here. That means you have a new message, and it'll pop up."
And I will do exactly as Bonkers tells
I
me.
already did it. You don't have to do it again. It's next time, though. Yeah.
This information was
She's
retrieved.
now entered the notification settings, and
Oh yeah. It's a mess. No,
Changing
come on,
the
back here
ringtone.
and down. There, you're good to go again. Don't touch anything
but-
yet. I'll explain it all later.
What if I want to change the notification sound?
No, not yet.
not now.
That's tonight.
Ah,
Emperor guy talking. Your god, listen.
Right.
More important things than changing the ping to a chime.
Shall we take a few minutes to read this?
Perhaps.
would I know anything about Emperor Vulcan? Or
Volkara.
other than what she already knows about the Voldoni?
No.
Okay.
You already stated you kind of stayed out of things for a long time, so you really wouldn't.
Yeah, she did. I got a vibe, which means that Talia got a vibe. And I'm gonna act on her and this vibe from now on. So I have a vibe.
Recon report 2.
And I know Alex.
Oh, okay.
More stuff.
There are 4.
Oh god.
Stop it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Jesus.
I can't read
I
all
just
of
read
them.
the thing about Vlakith. Hold on. I'm getting sidetracked.
You saw Blacken.
Yes, I see Vlakith and the GIF in here.
This
It's
is
on
interesting.
record 3.
This is the DM has now given us too much information. Please stop.
We're all getting hung up in different details.
You really are. There's like hooks for each of you to focus on in this, which is a really bad thing.
Kalski's just following the leads that lead her to fucking Illithids.
Travis will focus on religious zealots. Alden will focus on Vlakith. Ainu's going to focus on Volcaran. Lars is just too many to focus on for you. I can't pick one. I'm so sorry.
That would probably be the religious zealots, not me.
Yeah, true,
I
actually.
think this is a good idea. We have different focus zones.
You really do.
It's amazing.
I'm going to give you a little bit to read through them.
Emperor, I'm sorry. How exactly have they gotten? And are the Vodoni capable of entering the astral spheres?
Voldoni are not, the Gith are.
That's a powerful alliance. They could quite literally travel anywhere at any time using other realms as bridges.
We have been watching the realms. We have been watching the realms for this. And the few allies we have remaining outside of this sector. You will notice a certain ally has left Nocturnus recently. He has been sent to recover something for me. Something from my homeland.
I see.
I hope that.
Can I pipe up? Can I pipe up at the sound of Homeland
Yeah.
and pay extra attention, staring at him? Not saying anything yet, but she's staring.
How exactly do your reconnaissance groups come across this information, if I may ask?
High Weaver will pipe up. We have our ways of finding these things. It is my speciality. I have units and cells throughout the galaxies.
She gives a nod of like respect.
Yeah, it's only to this point you realise how entrenched in fucking covert this guy actually is.
Yeah, no, you can tell that like from a militaristic standpoint, she's like,
Can I hold on?
I
Can
would
we
say
just
that the party would feel like in the time that Akatsuki has been gone, which for you was 10 minutes, and for her, yeah, for you was 10 minutes, but you get the sense that, you know, for her it was a long time. She's become much more sort of like a determined personality, much more militaristic in her ways.
That's fine. Can Sir, can we just go back? You retrieved something. What?
I wish for something to be retrieved. I have yet to retrieve it. He is still on his path.
So you haven't gotten this thing yet?
No. It will be with me soon.
Care to tell us what this thing will do? Because I assume this is for aid, right?
A relic of our people.
Can I
Can
I do anything like
He's not finished.
to make him tell me?
I gifted it to them before the sands took it. I must leave it behind, for it protected that which came before. It no longer has anything to protect.
So once you get this relic, what is the plan? Is it a weapon? Is it some sort of device?
It is complicated.
I see.
It is difficult to explain, even to my own kind. I do not know if your sector had access to such things as mine did. Our cultures are slightly different.
Oh, you tell me. She's like looking over the others like, you tell me.
Well, we did have some interesting relics over at ours. However, quite complicated, yes.
Difficult to explain.
And
Indeed.
if
in
I may,
general, need to get rid of zealots and yes.
so if I may be so bold, I understand.
During this whole time, he's just kind of open to questions at this point. He's not really offering anything at this point.
If I may be so bold, I imagine we're here because we've posed as valuable mercenaries to your kingdom. What exactly do you need from us? What assignment, I guess, do you have for us?
You will get to that in a minute. Do we have any other questions regarding the reconnaissance? For it is very interesting.
I'm still reading, to be honest.
Very well.
Yeah, it's intensely hard to read and listen to these fuckers talk at the same time.
And be in front of half your fucking pantheon while you do it.
Yes.
Sorry.
In answer to your question, I would beg a cravens for a gift. My people will be ready for war if it comes, but for now, avoiding such things is prudent. You have already offered your services multiple times to the fellows of my city and my subjects. I would offer you a more permanent position.
So there is something we can do to prevent the war from happening?
We are working on it, and hopefully together we can find a way to prevent this. If it comes to the worst case scenario, I am ready to fight it with my divine right.
Well, it's certainly easier if we manage to stop it before such a heinous act need to be done.
It's worth knowing, as
Yeah.
he says divine right, his eyes will glow perfect white, even through the mask.
Yeah, if there's one thing I learned in my apparently very few years in this reality, it is definitely better to avoid getting hit to begin with. So preventing it seems like it'd probably be the better option. But if it comes down to it, you've all been very, very kind to us, and you have not that you need it, but you have one more gunship at your side. I think if you do.
It brings you to my offer, shall we say. I am happy to instill you as ambassadors to Nocturnus and offer you the protections of our city if you will act under a hidden banner for our mutual benefit.
Are we going to be
as
more?
going on, you can hear Felix frantically writing fucking everything and going insane.
Are we going to be more? I lost it. More. Should we say hands of the High Weaver?
The High Weaver acts on his own. I will offer you hands of the Emperor.
Mm. That sounded so weird. Why did I think it that weird way?
I know you really did. You will act on my will
Whoa.
and my command only. Not my command, my jurisdiction only. For the betterment of
Now-
Nocturnus and others. These monsters cannot be allowed to return.
That sounds equitable to me. I can't speak to the rest of my companions, though. I'm in if you need me.
Well, do we have anything better to do?
I am ready to serve.
Yeah, Bonnie really doesn't have a choice at this point. Her god's saying, do something. No, the king of her pantheon is basically saying, do something. She has very little choice in this matter.
Yes.
Above table, can you remind me of something, Alex?
Yes.
I always get these confused. Who were we dealing with at the very, very beginning on the Rock of Brawl? Was it the Gith? Because there's Gith, there's Gith, and there's Gith Yankee, and I get them all confused.
Gif with an F are the hippo creatures.
Griff.
Okay.
Griff.
I call them the Griff because it's easier to
Okay.
figure out.
Yeah, but they are the ones that are officially known as GIF with
Yeah,
two
they-
Fs,
they are,
which the
Yeah.
But then we also
The
have the
hippo.
GIF and you have the GIF Yankee, which is just
Yeah, but that distinction is Gith Sarai and Gith Yankee.
yes.
Yeah. They're
But they always
either way, you
segments
understand my pain here. They have three distinct factions, all with basically the same name.
not my fault, but yes, I completely
Yeah,
understand.
no. Okay.
Okay, so actually, just point of clarification: is this report talking about Gith Yankee or Gith Sarai,
All
It's
the
not-
hippos.
or is it using Gith as an umbrella term for both Gith Yankee and Gith Sarai?
it's using the GIF as an umbrella term, as GIF that are loyal to Blacketh.
Okay, so Gith Yankee mostly.
Technically, mostly GIF Yankee, but you do know that some GIF Zerai are still loyal to Blacketh generally.
I imagine it was
It's
Gith Yankee simply
rarely-
because Blackith was mentioned, so I imagine
Yeah.
it was Gith Yankee.
I do not know enough of my Spelljammer lore to tell you otherwise. Or to even know that much.
Yes.
I've got just one last question, actually, again about the Gith.
There is a lot of information at once, so I do apologize.
Yeah, I'm actually a little confused. The Gith are of people of nothing but abrasive warrior types. How did the Vodoni even come to a peaceful transaction of alliance with them? It's hard enough just to have a cup of tea with them.
This is the Emperor and the Lich Queens for want of a better phrase, sired an heir.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can see that a mental image. You can see a mental image crosses Akatsuki's
Of like
mind.
of like a lycanthrope Githyanki.
Yeah, no, you can see a mental image that crosses Akatsuki's mind because
Smooth
you can
jazz starts playing in the background.
you can kind of tell that she knows what Vlaakith looks like, and she just goes, ugh.
He will turn.
Not your tie.
Do not worry,
Okay.
the creature, and it's the first time I've actually seen him wield a weapon. He will hold a small dagger. The creature was dealt with. That's the High Weaver.
But so despite being X's, I guess they still have some sort of cohort.
Indeed. The Emperor is dead, and I hope to keep it that way, but he seems to have some zealots following his memory.
Yeah, that's what these reports definitely alluded at that.
I mean,
So that
zealot
makes
needs to be dealt with regardless. So
It-
I say burn the heretics.
Always
I
burning
think
the heretics.
that could be an option, but I think it could also rally the troops, so to say. I mean, Akatsuki, you know a lot more about this than I do, but what happens if you murder a zealotous leader and not the followers? A lot of the times they'll just pick a new zealot,
Um,
right?
We
I mean, a zealot
murder the followers as well.
really
There's gonna be
does.
hundreds or thousands of them.
It really does depend. I mean, you could murder a leader and the group will splinter and there's going to be no control. Or
It's
if
just,
they're organized enough, you murder a leader, another one just comes up.
it sounds like these guys are more following an ideology of an already dead leader, so I have a feeling that somebody would just take his place. We need to figure out another way to undo this.
And don't forget that the Githyanki, and Akatsuki will remember, Bonkers doesn't know about the Githyanki. Well, if you don't know, the Githyanki follow the Lich Queen Blackith,
Yeah,
an immortal another Githyanki who made herself immortal. She is beyond dead, and they are so incredibly ingrained into their warrior ways that their organization of forces is something terrifying.
pulling
Cut
rank
one
after
head
death.
off,
Huh.
four more will pop up. They are indoctrinated into their warring ways since childhood. When it comes to the Gith, I believe there's almost no stopping those forces once they start, but the Verdoni I'm not familiar with. That's the
They are
problem.
rats and vermin. They need to be extinguished. At which point you will hear a different voice. The fleet is ready, sir. A voice you've heard before aboard the ship.
No.
It is High Commander Varxis.
And Bonnie will stand even straighter up. And
Oh,
she
hey, how's
now
it going,
sees
Varxis?
her
I have purged
the
a few
god
heretics this
she
morning.
reveres.
Her patron god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I offer you ambassadorship and safety in Nocturnus, regardless of this temporary matter.
Well, I don't feel like I can say no, considering I've seen what can happen to our people, so I'll help.
Excellent. It's worth knowing we are not at war yet, and I do not wish to start a war.
I wish not either. We don't need history to repeat itself.
Indeed not. We have both seen what war can do to our people.
Exactly.
I will do whatever you command of me.
Kama-chan.
Yeah.
I mean, your first mate, I don't want to ask this, but shouldn't
What's up?
we possibly mention the fact that our ship is well armed, but its weapons are nothing in comparison to the fleet of Nocturnus. You're the first mate, so couldn't you maybe ask if they're willing to give us some upgrades? Instead of ballistas, we could maybe have, I don't know, plasma casters or whatever this empire uses.
That's a good point. I'll bring it up with Phalix in a little while. This doesn't seem the place. Or maybe it is. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe before we at least commit to flying out into space and killing Gith forces, we should
Oh.
probably have a chat with someone about it.
Yeah, it's not a war yet, but like, but we can. I'll talk someplace. It doesn't seem like the thing right now, but I'll talk to some people about it for sure.
The Emperor will pipe up. I am happy to leave it partially in your hands. My brothers, and he will point to those around him, will happily assist you in any way they can. I believe you have their communications in your possession now, but for now, seeking allies and information is all we can stand by.
Would you like us to keep just helping the other alliance here on Nocturnus in the meantime, or did you want us to prepare for something more complicated?
I leave this choice to you.
Immortal Emperor, how familiar are your alliances and communications with empires on Toriel?
My associate I have sent has also been tested for, has also been informed to re-establish associations.
Well, if I may,
Hopefully their dark god will be of use to us.
she makes a mental note. Well, if I may come with a,
Talia.
Everyone
make
does at this
some-
point.
if I may come with a suggestion,
He will notice your problem. We all have strange bedfellows.
I believe the shogunate of Wa would be happy to assist. They are establishing themselves as a stronger empire in wild space currently.
The High Viewer will nod at that information. Nod knowingly, as if he already knew that.
Hmm.
He's the kind of man, kind of individual, like, you think probably knows anything you're already going to tell him before you tell him.
Everybody here has really, really high connections. I'm just a circus guy. I really don't.
I believe
So-
I believe that some
Don't look at me.
connections within the Argus network, they could be useful for you.
Yeah.
I have an
guess that's true.
old friend
I-
there, but he's been quiet for some time.
Sorry, I now just have like a picture in my head of High Command of Arx is just like having random guys on Facebook that he like somewhat stays in touch with.
Yeah, that's
And,
kind
he's,
of.
and he's like, these are my alliances. Uncle Jeb,
The dark network.
the slightly
It's
racist
just-
uncle on Spellbook.
It's just 4 people on Spellbook, the dark network.
High command of
But they're all
Argus
4
is not
people
the
that are-
allies. He has command of the fucking army, or the fleet at least, not the army. The army's reliant on someone else. Don't enough to care about.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be preoccupied for a while.
Do we have an
Yep.
accord?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I would ask one thing if you are all right with it. Since we seem to be lining up to spend more time here, picking my words. It's hard sometimes. Since we seem to be lining up to spend a little bit more time on here, is it possible that we might get some more permanent abode
Indeed,
versus
I have
the
already
hotel?
arranged this. I have already arranged this. The hotel will be your permanent abode.
It will be okay. I was thinking even just an apartment somewhere or something. Just the hotel is lovely, but it doesn't feel like home.
It will, in time.
Okay.
The people of
That's fair enough.
Nocturnus, your needs are different to my people's. The sand snakes and the djinn can attend to you better than my people sometimes.
I do
That is
appreciate
fair.
the hotel. They do serve very good tea and food, and well, the Undying have not much of a need for that, so we've truly enjoyed it a lot.
Please have the flow of our city, and I apologize for the security measures last time. And he will look directly at the High Weaver. It will not happen again.
Yes,
Nah,
I understand your caution. It's not every day that a vagabond band of mercenaries gets to stand face to face with the emperor, the undying emperor of a massive empire.
I've also arranged an attaché to be placed aboard your ship. I hope this is not too much of an inconvenience.
Akatsuki
What's
just
an
thinking-
attaché?
Akatsuki thinking back to all the romancing that happened last dinner. Thinking, oh no, another victim.
Are we sure we want another person on board? Really?
It's the fuck fest on a boat.
Mhm.
The Love Boat.
Now, who's romancing the Emperor here? We need to establish
Bonnie.
that now.
Yeah, it's
Bonnie
me.
romances high command of Oxus. No,
I mean,
I will be carrying the
the only way to love my god is to fuck my god.
or be fucked by.
I take loving my god to a whole new level.
The
This
wholly new level.
Oh, holy new. Oh god, this is getting worse.
This is sounding more and more like a 5-minute break.
Something worshipping on your knees.
Yes.
Jesus, no.
And it's going to be mighty.
So done with you guys sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will also like to request a 5-minute
Yeah,
break.
I am quite fine with a 5-minute break. We shall call it.
fluently.
Yes.
Correct.
Am I to take it we have an agreement?
Yes.
I'm in. I can't
So,
speak to everybody else, but for me, yeah.
Well, Kama-chan, you are our first officer, so I mean, you should kind of be speaking for everyone.
I have already
I
spoken.
don't.
I have already
We
spoken.
are a democracy.
The one you call Admiral, and his support is forthcoming.
Ah, Nestwing, good.
I've still yet to meet this Neswain, but I met him
Do that
once, but that
sometime.
was barely.
Yeah, for like a few minutes on the call. Nah, you
He's got a nice
might
beard.
like him. He does have a nice beard. Um, you're a pretty woman though, and he's anyway. There might be some things there. Just be aware he's a little bit of a womanizer, just a little.
I sure.
I know. I only
If
said
you do meet him, he
of
might
where
flirt.
you told
That's
me
my
you
point.
came from.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alden is mildly offended.
I mean, the thing is, I think back to it, I'm like, I never really meant to play Neswain as a womanizer, but the thing is, I just kept doing it, like not being a womanizer, but just kept flirting, and I was like,
He's
oh
not
well,
malicious. He is just a little too flirty sometimes.
yeah, and I was like, I did that. I made him that way by accident by just doing
Yeah.
it repeatedly.
Yeah, that's why Bonkers wasn't like he's a terrible guy. Do not meet him. He was just like, nah, he's a little flirty sometimes. You're a pretty woman. He'll probably hit on you a little bit, but like he'll take no for an answer.
Yes, Emperor, I'm glad to lay down my loyalty for your empire and fight alongside you. But just so it's been said, I am of the shogunate of Wa, and that is the one empire I do belong to.
So you have an alliance. Even better, I think, right? Isn't that a thing that people do?
My pull in the political system of Wa is non-existent. Well,
You know the Emperor of Nocturnus, so I'm gonna guess it'll probably go up a little bit when you go home.
I
Yeah.
guess it's just more of a I've fought for the emperor or the shogun once.
The High Weaver will speak up. We have already established contact with Wa. At which
I'm
point,
glad.
he had not mentioned anything till this meeting, and during this meeting, it's already been done, apparently.
I'm glad.
This guy does not fuck around at all.
Again, hands the High Weaver.
Yeah.
In many places. I mean it completely normally.
I have many birds in many places.
Oh no.
And many spaces.
Is he a eunuch by any chance?
No, he's not Varys.
It's the saying about putting all your eggs in one basket, but the opposite. You're putting them everywhere so that you know everything at once, and it's excellent. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm on board. I think I speak. I don't like speaking for everybody else, but I think we're all on board.
I know you're fine with that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to. I was about to answer you. I had to Google, but I assumed that was fine. And that does. Yeah, no, I'm down for that.
Lars, help me with that one. Sorry, carry on. Travis.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I think we are all 100% on board with this. We just got back from a long journey, and quite frankly, we took some damage. Our ship is mostly fine, but we're gonna see to getting everything repaired just the same, cashing in the bounty that we had, and taking at least a day or two to recover and debrief a little bit and make some plans. Is there anything urgent that we need to attend to, or can we take a little bit of rest?
Please attend to yourself. I shall send you some dignitaries at your new ambassadorship, your new embassy, to you to choose from as your attaché. I do not wish to force anyone upon you you would not have willingly aboard your ship.
Fantastic, that sounds good.
We are in the process
let us-
of upgrading your vessel. Again.
Oh, there you go, Akatsuki.
Oh, that fixes a few problems.
Yeah, I'm sure Mular's on top of everything. He's the ship.
Yes,
He's the ship. We can just leave it at that.
He's the ship.
the individual you refer to as Mular is the ship's AI, correct? Among other things. Strange.
AI, among other things, we'll say
You seem
yes.
to use fragments of our technology.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, but I know that he is and has been around for a while also, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was some cross collaboration.
I do believe our esteemed lawkeeper is very intrigued by him.
Oh, they'll be
That sounds
fast
fair.
friends.
Oh yeah,
I think they already are.
Mular probably fares better at Dragon Chess than I do.
Maybe you should try a game with me one day. Although we play
I
by more divine rules.
I am not very good, but I would love to.
Please
I'm not-
excuse me, it has been a long day and I need to attend to things outside of this hallowed chamber.
It's been a long 2 weeks for us, so I absolutely understand that. Um, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your time and allow me to leave you with my brothers and sisters. I'm sure they can attend to your needs.
Every whim.
At which point the Emperor will just turn to a pile of sand.
Oh,
Oh, that's an
you-
exit.
he doesn't usually do that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
this
an
is the
exit to.
first.
I gotta learn that. That's a cool exit.
Hmm.
So,
Right.
you'll all let us know when we're needed. Yes.
It's worth noting that many are exiting the room at this point. Just
Oh,
completely
never mind. They're all.
otherwise. Apart from
They'll let us know. Should we go also?
Yeah, I think our conversation is over.
You will be dealing with me and my colleague. Please, if there is anything you require, do not hesitate to ask. We have our ways of finding anything and anyone.
Oh, definitely
There is an
understandable.
element of threat in his voice. It's worth knowing, which I think came across. I do threaten my voice normally, so it's quite a normal thing to come out.
I don't even know if Bonkers would have picked that up because I don't think he really feels threatened by anything like that. He's just like, yeah, no, makes sense, totally.
How is Bonnie feeling now? Is Bonnie a little more relaxed now? Osiris
Bonnie
and Ra have left.
Bonnie is a little more relaxed, but you still have Horus and Toph, and oh no, Anubis left.
Yeah, Anubis left. Where the Emperor goes, he goes.
Yeah, that's fair. He probably doesn't go out in a fit of sand, but shadows, but
Yeah, of course he
or
would go as that.
feathers.
Yeah, or feathers.
I have a weird feeling that it wouldn't even be one of those things you notice. He's just not there anymore.
Yeah, he's just not there, and there's some sand on the floor.
Yeah.
There's a weird gale with a heart and a feather upon it.
We have arranged lodging
It's like an app.
at your previous location. Please ask myself or a weaver, or any of my brothers and sisters, or indeed my father, and we shall help you.
Yes. I need to
May
debrief.
may Pep be with you.
Oh,
Shall we head back
And
to
also with
yes.
you.
I'm not entirely certain about that, but yes.
Yeah, because in your mythology, a Pep's bad.
Yeah, Pep is.
He's destruction.
Pep is the one that constantly is trying to eat my patron god.
Yeah. Literally, it's like a constant conflict between the pair of them.
Yeah.
All right, should we get out of here? We got a bounty to cash in, and then I
need
very much wish to
something.
be horizontal.
The funds have always been
I would
transferred to your account
love-
on your behalf.
Oh, thank you. We don't even have to check back in with the guild.
I have seen to that.
Thank you very much. That's appreciated.
Amazing. I look forward to take a bath. What do you say, guys?
Akatsuki is
I
very red in the face
need-
suddenly.
Yes.
Drunk.
The Kazuki knows what Talia does in baths.
I smell like Odka and 2 years, 2 weeks of
Oh, no,
being
not-
on
not-
the
not
ship,
the-
so yes.
Not the Odka again. Not the Odka, please.
I had to say it.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of vodka.
There's so much wrong with Odka. It's fucking weird. Why is Akatsuki not moved, or is she gonna have a private conversation with the High Weaver at this point?
No, Akatsuki is coming with.
Okay, I just need to check that one.
Bonkers, would you mind showing
I-
me to the closest liquor store
Oh.
or pub or bar
You can
or-
get some back at the Oasis. I don't think you actually need to stop
Oh yeah,
anywhere.
shit. Lars has never actually been into Nocturnus as such. He's only ever been in the Imperial Palace.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm important
So we're
that way.
no, we're walking back to the Oasis. We'll be back there in like 15 minutes. And they basically have an open bar of literally anything you could ever want. All good, as far as I know.
Oh, do they
had a
have
pretty good bar.
whiskey sours?
I don't remember, but probably.
Ah,
I know they have an
I could
extensive
really go
menu.
I could really go for whiskey sour or a pear gimlet, maybe. Oh,
Well,
a pear
They got plenty
gimlet.
for you, so let's go ahead and head there. And if not, I think they can probably figure it out.
Mm. Oh, prickly pear juice.
Maybe that too. I don't know. They have a bunch of stuff.
Bonnie's just like
I don't even know if
fantasizing about different alcohols at this point, to be honest.
don't think I even drank there. I was gonna order something the last time we got attacked, and that was it. Then things happened, and we had to go places and do things, and it didn't matter.
Should totally have a drink with me. It's
Yeah,
one
no.
that's not as strong as the one the other day.
Yes, no, definitely. That was. I'm happy I tried it because I'm all for new experiences. It was not a pleasant one. Don't tell Talia.
Did you like the way
Are they
it
listening
sounds?
at this point? I would like to check this. Just for the sake of posterity, is Talia listening to this?
Well, that depends. Are we have like we're on our way where?
My
Yep,
intention was
go
keeping
on.
it quiet. At least the
Yeah,
comment about
like-
not telling Talia.
Yeah, because like if they're all like heading towards the Oasis, Talia's going to Oasis. She wants to bathe.
Yeah, okay.
So like if they're going in that direction, maybe she catches on, but like most likely she doesn't pay attention.
Do you wish
Akatsuki's
to?
just going with Talia at this point.
Yeah. So at
Yeah.
this point, you,
Holding
by the way,
hand.
I need to move you to the right map actually.
Oh.
So this is the map of Nocturnus. I believe Lars has seen this already.
I have seen this once, yes.
Uno.
The Imperial Pyramid is here. It is the black one.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, this was the Oasis.
This is the Oasis.
Ah, I was off.
Yeah, you're off by one
So it's
pyramid.
like
That's it.
20 meters.
Yeah, it's really not far at all.
Americans will really use any unit of measure besides metric.
It's one
I was off
pyramid
by
away.
one pyramid.
It's like that sign that came up that was during COVID,
Well
where
done.
it was you must always stay you must always
Two washing
stay
machines apart.
no it was
I
you must
don't
always
know.
stay away from people the equivalent distance of an adult adult alligator, and it was just like, why the fuck?
Is that a measurement?
It's easier
No,
to
but-
understand than 2 meters.
I can't really talk. We measure volume by buttloads sometimes, so I really can't say anything.
Buttload.
476 gallons, if I remember
between.
correctly.
Yeah, a buttload is a literal measure.
Yeah.
Of
It's an old
alcohol.
English measure.
Of alcohol. It's a barrel size A butler.
Yeah, I think it's liquid specifically,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
liquid.
normally used for alcohol.
Generally alcohol, yeah, especially now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have a buttload of oil. What? Why?
Prepare the anima. Yeah. So, do you want to do anything else in Nocturnus before you reach the Oasis? Is my question.
Well,
I
the Oasis
mean,
is 30 feet away, so
yes.
Or one-
it's
or
hard
one
to do
pyramid.
anything before.
one pyramid away.
I mean, you could veer off, but
I think actually Akatsuki really enjoys the there was yes, correct. But she really enjoyed the there was the shop of little trinkets and things.
it was indeed.
And I have plans to go back to. I don't remember the name of it. Let me look it up because I have notes on these.
The cyborg place.
Necrotech? Was it Necrotech?
Necrotech, yes.
Because I had stuff on order there from them, as well as I wanted to talk about replicating some of the magic items that we've recently
Yeah.
procured.
Did you call it the Necrotech Emporium?
Yes, it's a Necrotech Emporium.
Also, that 35 was to keep Talia from hearing the part about me not having a pleasant experience with her alcohol.
I hear whispers from someone.
So yeah,
So,
this was very much quiet between me and Bonnie.
but I've got the impression you want to go to the Oasis first and then go into Nocturnus and do this shit because you want to rest. Is that an appropriate?
Yeah.
I want a strong drink.
I mean,
and possibly paired with the bath.
I mean, the Jin
I
and
mean-
the best place is the best people to do that for you.
In a pure practical sense, like we did long rest on the ship and we haven't done anything since. But in like a role playing sense, yeah, our characters have just got off the boat and we're just like suddenly like, hey, you've got so much work to do. Listen to the Emperor; he's got so much shit to tell you. So our characters are probably like pining for like a shower, a bath, and like getting to bed for a bit.
I will tell you, for me, my intention is whether anybody joins me or not, I will walk everybody to the pyramid, make sure that, Bonnie is comfortably there, everybody else can show her around, and I'm going to go ahead and take off to the Emporium solo to get my order and to, I would much rather get the clock ticking on those before I have my rest. I'm used to running the candle at both ends.
Okay, so
Purely-
Bonkers wishes to go to Necrotech. Talia?
She was more thinking like if we are going back to the Oasis, then it would be a nice time to like plan out what to do next and where to like stop by, what we need in order to do what we're about to do, and then we could have like gone shopping afterwards, because then people can go like, because I have no idea what Talia and then like needs or anything. So as a person, I would like 2 weeks to prepare for that.
Bonnie?
So I wouldn't. I just didn't want to like shop just this session.
I just like, please
No,
do
no.
the shopping now. I'm not ready. Bonnie?
Yes,
Uh,
basically.
Bonnie is getting a whiskey sour in one hand and a pair of gimlets in the other hand, and just taking off all her clothes and
Oh, no,
going straight to the bath.
So Bonnie is going to the Oasis. That's all I need to know, not the stripping and the drink. Katsuki?
Dang.
I'd say quite likely Akatsuki's energy levels match with Bonkers' energy levels a lot. So she'd probably also go to the Oasis, kind of wait for everyone to settle in. But for her, it's like it's not time to go yet. So she'd probably just join Bonkers out going into town.
No, that's fine. I just needed to ascertain exactly where each of you wanted to be at this point. So that's totally fine.
Yeah.
So Bonnie and Talia are going to go to the Oasis.
And I definitely don't mind shopping again later, so Ina knows this. This is just, I have many things that I've been waiting to make landfall here for, and I'm not going to wait on them.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But this isn't like me going party shopping.
No, but this is what I needed to check, because I know there's stuff you want to check up on, so...
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but we should have a lot more credit than we have right now.
You do have credits.
I believe it was 750,000 credits for the bounty that we brought, plus maybe more because we brought back a ship and a whole crew too.
Well, you need to total up your bounty, and so do actually I need to total up your bounty. Bollocks. I was about to say you do, but fuck no, I do.
I know we brought back. I had his name up here a minute ago. It was Captain Blackthorn or something like that.
The ship we brought back.
Captain Blackthorn, yeah, the pirate lord. His bounty was 750,000 credits, but we also dragged his entire ship back along with most of the crew.
No, you didn't get the pirate lord.
No, we didn't. Who did we get then?
You got Grimskull, Dreadmane. So
yeah.
that's 500.
Okay.
You also got
plus
mate.
I don't remember. We ignored just taking them back, and we towed the whole ship back. So I figured there'd be extras for that.
You have
Maybe not.
You also have Valina Bloodwake, who, in his own right, is quite. Did you? You also brought the quartermaster back, didn't you? No, you didn't bring the quartermaster back.
Yes,
We brought back anybody that was not demolished into space. We brought back some corpses and some piles of bones.
You brought back the vessel, which will net you a tidy sum. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. I am. Yeah, that's exactly what Bonkers would have. It's what my character would have done. But
Yeah,
it
was
is.
Grimskull with her undead French crew members. That was it.
I hate the word French.
1 million.
They were at
one
one point. They were at one point very living sailors from Toril who ended up being raised as dead French sailors.
So that's 1,650,000 credits.
1,650,000 credits.
Divided by 4.
The whole crew was in on this. I, as first mate, think that we should pay everybody adequately because all of us put our lives at risk.
Good point.
So we have what, 9 crew members? I don't even know how many. I'll have to count them up.
Okay, I total 3 with the 2 I control.
Everyone has
Okay.
3 apart from Lars. So Lars has.
So 3, 6, 9,
Yeah.
10, 11 total. 11 ways split.
Still a lot of money.
Still a comfortable sum of money. I don't have my calculator on me. Let me go ahead and do that real fast.
You are the calculator.
Divided by
I am the calculator. I'm pulling. Yeah, I don't feel like doing the math on that. So what was it? 1,600,000.
50,000.
650,000.
So it's 90,968 each.
19,900.
It should be 150,000 a piece. Because it's just 1.65 million divided by 11, right? Let me run that again to make sure.
It's 150. It's
What's
100.
the
It's 100
number in this Spelljammer chat, please?
It's 150,000 each.
It's
Okay.
big numbers. We are
Big
dumb. We do not
numbers.
understand.
It is a flat 150,000 actually. You said.
There. I punched it into the chat so you guys all know.
Sweet,
Incredibly,
thank you.
I have my total sum of money is exactly 6 unique digits. That's quite funny. The odds of that are quite low.
Oh.
158794.
I also have 6 unique digits. 153469.
Hey.
That's why I put 3 credits on the coffee.
I mean,
Because it was at 72 before.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of money to start off with, but considering then you have to pay the crew, it's actually a reasonable amount.
The crew each got that amount as well, since we divided it by 11.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Considering it started as what, like 1.65 million.
They just got paid based on what I would even consider Neswayne giving a very comfortable sum.
My important question: does Neswayne take a cut?
Does he?
10% to the Neswayne?
5% to Neswayne, because we are a lot of people paying him.
Okay. So subtract 7,500. If you've already added the numbers in.
7,500 minus, and that's now
That'd be your 5%.
I now still have 6 unique digits.
I no
No, I
longer
don't.
have.
I have 5 unique digits. I have
I
a
have
1 that
duplicate
repeats.
9s.
I have
That'll be
duplicate 1s.
1,000.
I have 145,969. We got a third
151.
person involved.
151,294.
That'll be 135,000.
Yep. That's what I said. If you've already added it, take the 7,500 off, and that gives you the same total. And now you have money to keep track of for Neswayne.
Yeah, I've already got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Neswayne already gave a pretty good salary to the crewmates. They've just been paid like a 6-year salary all at once.
Oh yeah, no, we made bank bounty hunting, which is kind of how it is. It's either feast or famine. You either don't get paid or you get paid a lot.
Yeah, there's no middle ground for that one.
Yep.
Especially considering what you bought back, you being paid a lot is appropriate.
Oh
Yeah.
Although it's not that much, 135,000 isn't actually too much.
It is not. It is a significant sum of money. It is not game breaking money.
It's
all I have.
yeah, it's we've got a lot of money, but it's like in the grand scheme of D&D, things cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially here.
So my goal is, as soon as everybody is settled in, I'm gonna head out. Akatsuki can follow me if she wants to. I'm gonna head out to the Necrotech Emporium to pick up my order of goggles and to pick up and to see about dropping off a few items for replication if possible.
At this point,
Those are my goals.
At this point, we will split into 2 groups. Then I will have Group A at the Oasis and Group B in the streets of Nocturnus. So Group B is Travis and Alden. Group A is Aina and Lars.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start with Group A first because then Alden can figure out exactly what he wants and gives Travis a moment to think exactly what he's going to do. It's appropriate. So I'm going to level with you. I've forgotten what the name of the gin is.
Oh, well, that's fine. You can come up with a new name.
What's her name? Do you know it?
I have it written down somewhere. I actually wrote this one
I
down.
have no idea.
I'm gonna level.
Doop-a-doo.
She is such a minor character, and she's so far back in my notes.
I'm not on this map.
Okay, I have the name of the coffee guy written down too. His name was Archex.
Is it Ulma? I think it's Ulma, isn't it?
I am
It's
checking my
so
notes.
back in my thing.
Alalik.
Alalik.
Is that her name?
Alalik, yeah.
Yeah, Alalik. I see that now. Oasis Keeper Alalik.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also the total wouldn't have been 150 or 135 because 5% cut for Neswayne would have brought it to 142.5.
Up with the random fucking numbers.
Just
Give us a number.
I stay with 135. It's fair. It's fine. Just stay with that. It's a round number.
Yes.
It's close enough.
Alalik. Okay. You should be on this
Yes.
map, Lars.
I am not. Well,
Which map
do
are
I
you
have
on,
to
Lars?
zoom out?
You're on the Oasis.
Yeah,
Hold on.
well, I see the Oasis map. I just don't have a token here.
You do. It's here.
Yeah, you
What?
where?
No, I don't have a token here.
No.
I see the dead xenomorph.
Oh, wait, are we down at the bottom again?
Yes.
No,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
no,
we are down at the bottom. We are over
yeah,
here.
no, we're here.
We are
I
just
found us.
duplicated.
Hang on. Where's
Yeah.
where's the dead xenomorph?
I can't remember the name of.
Oh, that
Up
thing.
here.
Oh shit! You're up there still. You're not
yeah,
now.
no, yeah.
Ah,
I'm showing
okay,
this stuff
no.
here.
Sorry.
I did
Yeah,
not
no.
want to see them here.
Now it's less confusing.
I was searching
Okay,
for you,
okay,
but
I'll
this
go.
is a big map. I couldn't friggin' find you.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, we're here. Okay.
So body will be met with an individual as you walk through the sandy portal, which is what it is.
will be met by an individual who looks like this.
Hey, dagger out and ready to fly.
Yes.
She
You have
said,
you have
"Gun
no
in her palm."
It's a ceremonial dagger. It's like made of plastic and welcome to Applebee's on it.
you have no idea what this individual is. You've never come across her before or her kin, so it's irrelevant for me to explain it. She is quite softly spoken. She has a pale grey blue skin. It is delightful to see you again. Please come, be with us. The abode you have previously done is back in your care. Can I do anything to aid you? Your wish is, of course, my request.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, how about some drinks bathside? I think our friend over here needs that.
Arthur Lakeside.
What do you say, Bonnie? A bath and some drinks.
Preferably both at once. Yes.
This is probably the first time that
Exactly.
Bonnie's actually been given the option to have whatever the fuck she wants.
I think we shall do that, Alalic. We take some drinks and
In the estate or by the lakeside as before?
what do you prefer, Bonnie? I do love a lake, but
You know
that's
what?
just our preference.
I'm new here. I'll just need to relax, take a step back. I'll let you be in charge.
You'll regret
There's
that.
been so much.
Well, if you don't mind, I would love to go back to the lake. It's a lovely cold swim, but it freshens up.
I could change the temperature of the water to better your liking.
Cold is fine. Cold is fine.
Well, I do like a Mediterranean temperature.
And Hakim!
You don't
She
know
got
what
the
the fuck
hand.
Mediterranean means.
She does.
I actually do. I learned that today.
No, I mean Talia wouldn't know.
No, she would know.
No, because Mediterranean is something Earth.
Yeah, but like if you knew, you would have known why I said that.
Mediterranean.
If you knew, you would have known.
Mediterranean.
If you knew,
Mediterranean.
you would have known.
Fine.
That's what they call the lower half of Toril is Meditoril.
Yeah, Mediterranean. Yeah. She will come ahead. Anakim! At which point the temperature will increase and you feel a strange humidity in the air. It's worth noting to Bonnie, this is probably
Nice.
much moister than your actual climate. Because Kemet is more of a desert than like jungle.
Yes, it's a bit humid here.
As she says, as sweat drips from her horns. Do you sweat from horns? No, you don't
From
really.
our horns?
Condensation.
Condensation forms on the horns and sweat drops on her forehead.
No,
Yeah.
please.
I
Please
don't
no,
want to
please
sweat
no.
from my horns, no.
Please no, please no.
I need those dry to
No.
grab onto. Wait, what?
No horn drippings.
Yeah, no horn
Oh, that
dripping.
just makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
When you call it horn dripping, it
shall-
just makes it worse.
We shall not have sweaty horns.
Oh god.
I'm horny, but I'm not sweaty.
This is a very big map, but essentially, Talia wants to go. Can I just go where I want to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
By the way, this is the ambassadorial estate that she's talking about, by the way.
But she wants to go up here.
Yeah, Alalik is fine with this. That's what you were before. Please,
Yes.
regard me. Is there anything you should require? I heard cause of... That's where you're putting your clothes and shoes, we decided.
Okay.
Because everyone made a freaking fuss last time of where their possessions were going, so I had to draw a circle to put them in something.
I
Okay.
don't know what you're talking
Instinctively, I'm going over there.
Because
to
nobody
put my clothes on.
Nobody trusted me to not take their shit, is how that worked out as.
I'm not there, but above table, is there like a table for us there now?
Yeah, there's now a table and a little hanging rack.
Yes.
You will see that Bonnie sort of looks around to see if there are other people at the oasis, or if it's just me and Talia, and of course her.
There are other people at the Oasis. There was actually questioned it before. There are other people at the Oasis, but they don't seem to interact as such or get in the way of.
Just
They're just kind
like
of vibing.
phantom.
Right. The honest answer is the Oasis is empty. The Oasis is now going to act as your embassy, so allies will have embassies inside the Oasis.
Hmm.
That is how the Oasis is going to function, which is why it's an entire town. Obviously, the other crew members also have quarters here. It's worth knowing.
Okay.
Bonnie is very not shy, so she will just start stripping and
I mean,
then
Talia's not
walk
either.
into the water.
Talia, I was gonna say Talia is not either, so she
think
will
so-
do exactly what Bunny is doing. Like it's
I
I
think
think
completely
Katsuki is the
normal.
only one.
Yeah, Talia will do the thing where you put your shoulders in and just things drop. That's
Yeah.
what Talia does.
And
The
you
water
will
is
also
is
see-
kind of tepid and temperate and filled with tiny fish. It's worth knowing. I need a question though. Can Bonnie swim?
Ah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like in deep, deep water, but I would think she can swim, yes. Like there are pools and watering holes on Kemet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like oases and things like that. You probably can swim. I was
Yeah.
just checking with you.
Yes.
It's not something I ever force to check. It's just something I ask. Unlike
Yeah, no,
Elias, who throws small girls into the sea.
yeah. I'm not an Olympic swimmer, but I can swim.
I have a question, Trix. Aina, sorry. Same.
Tricks.
They're one
Force
and
of
the same.
habit. Force of habit. I have a question, Talia. Are you
Yeah.
keeping your humanoid, or are you reverting?
I was going to say Talia has shown this to the rest of the crew members, and she will, with no shame, go into a serpentine form as she enters water, and you will see that she will swim in this water like she's done nothing else in her life. She navigates the water quite gallantly.
Sea serpent.
Elegantly.
Yeah, she like
Elegantly, yeah.
Adeptly.
eloquently.
Serpentine.
And
As
you
one would
will
say.
quite clearly see if she jumps out of the water, you like see her serpentine form, and she swims around.
I just picture you like going in and out like a dolphin.
Yep. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, she does do some tricks, but that's just to show off because she does
How
intend on
does a
showing you, like she does
snake
for the
do
rest.
tricks? How would a snake do a backflip in the water?
She's like a mer creature at the moment. She's not necessarily a snake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a snake, but like
This is
Yeah.
what she looks
I
like right
will.
now, basically.
only prettier. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
this is like my token.
does
And with the
not look like-
trident.
This is like
She
my
just
token
does
to
not
root.
has a
look like-
trident.
This is my
She does not look like that exactly.
this
Thank
is
you
my
very
this
much.
is
I
my
just haven't
token
found-
Saruk image. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have a serpentine image for Talia. I cannot seem to find it.
No, we have both
But she
looked.
does not look like that.
No.
This Talia is. I figured it was something with you. Huh. Interesting.
She will come closer to you, and she will like ask you quite curiously as she approaches, why did you like, or got so weird back at the palace? That was very weird. Why did you do that? She's actually genuinely asking you, like, calmly.
You know, they are seen as gods where I come from. We have
know-
religious offerings to them We have temples to them. We have whole cultural sections in the cities and days of worship.
That's interesting.
They have been, if nothing else, they are benefactory in the form of giving solace to and very recently not enslaved race.
Well, that is really interesting. And I'm, of course, happy for you that you find solace. However, it how long have your people, you know?
I am but a calf. I'm not old in our ways of life, but I think we started. I think the story goes that the clan that I am in, and the Dreamweaver clan, has a strong connection to Ra, and he was sort of guiding or helping us under the salvation, would that be the right word? Our freeing from our oppressors.
Well, I'm glad that happened. I see that my knowledge obviously predecessed this. So I'm happy you are doing well now.
Now,
I'm sorry if I
why
came a bit. I'm sorry if I came across a bit rude earlier.
I know people have different views on uh, religion and on different gods. Like don't feel safe around all of them, and uh, you saw the man standing closest. Okay, no actual condition.
Don't worry. I slept off my alcohol. I was just adjusting things. Ignore me.
The one that stood closest to the emperor himself. In our religious text, he is somewhat of a troublemaker, so it doesn't seem to bother the holy emperor that.
No, he is not the Holy Roman Emperor. Piss off.
And the immortal emperor, it didn't seem to bother him that he was essentially murdered by that individual, according to our text. Though our text might be, it's word gone through, like, visions and stuff like that. Things get jumbled, and not everything might be as it is written down, but there are certainly some of the gods I don't feel safe around.
Well, I would love to learn more about this because
Uh,
I have a gut feeling. But she will like as she says it, she will like look at you a bit weirdly, and then she will like what is this called in English? Snap her
Yeah, snap.
fingers.
snap.
Yep.
Yeah, snap her fingers to Alalic.
Yes,
Alalic,
you request something.
I think I overheard our friend here tell me earlier, or tell someone earlier, she loves a whiskey sour. How
And,
about you bring us out 2 of
and,
them?
and Gimlet, yes, and she will be holding a tray. I believe
will walk.
yours is Sarukan pomegranate wine, correct?
Thank you. And she takes that.
She will float them out to you on little rafts.
I will go up as to take them, and I see they float, and I will run down. Alcohol. My alcohol is drifting away.
There are 13 giblets and 13 whiskey sours.
Talia will like stop the raft before it moves past her and like gently shove it back to Bonnie.
Yeah.
And now she's running the other way because she doesn't know how to
Just
catch it.
she gently pushes it. She gently pushes it.
We're now playing fetch with alcohol. This is the sickest game in the world. Fuck you,
It's beer.
this game.
It's beer pong, but very literally.
Yeah. At which point we will turn
Beer goes back and forth.
for the sake of brevity, while this is going on, you're enjoying the drink. We will turn to group 2.
So what was it that you were getting from what was it? Necrotech?
Yeah, Necrotech. I've had them working on an upgrade for me. It was, I believe they said, I think it was a 14-day wait time, which was a couple of days ago. So I was excited to get back. Goggles, upgrading my goggles because I can't see very well in the dark. But they were able to hook me up and figure something out with making. I don't know the details, but goggles that let me see in the dark. So that way, instead of just looking cool and being able to see through sandstorms, I can see in the dark too.
Okay.
So I need to pick those up. Yeah, what?
I didn't realize you couldn't see in the dark.
Oh, I mean, I could see like a little bit, but like
Yeah.
not very well.
Is this a carrot quip?
All
those carrots and you can't see in the dark. What kind of fucking rabbit are you?
based on your diet, I think you'd have great.
Oh wow, that is a carrot quip. That is a carrot.
We're going. Okay, we're going there.
Now, when I was
just
there last time, I could only pick up a few smaller artifacts, but now that I actually do have some cash, I've been really eyeing. There was this longbow they had that I really want to have a look at.
that'd be cool. I was also thinking about taking a look and seeing if they have any better weaponry because my swords are fine, but I could do it with an upgrade on one of them at least. That's beside the point, though. We need to see about getting these boots duplicated for you because you really wanted those shadow step boots that we found, right?
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I like
Oh.
I like them a lot.
I was going to see if they have a way to duplicate them. That was part of our arrangement, and if nothing else, I stick to my word. So I was going to see if we can get them duplicated and get a duplication of those going, because then we could get one for each of us. Pick up my goggles and check about weaponry. I really didn't have anything more outside of that. Was there anything you were coming for, or just to look at that bow?
I just, and you can like, it's probably a bit funny if this was seen from a third person perspective again, because it's Akatsuki and Bonkers, the two people that can't fucking sit still. So it's like Akatsuki didn't need a reason to go out. She just needed to get out. She just needed to walk or run or do something. No, I didn't want to sit still, really. I just.
Oh, yeah, no, say no more. I got it.
You know me.
Yeah.
It's not bedtime yet.
Do you want some coffee?
You know I still don't like coffee, but a strong black tea wouldn't go amiss.
Let's stop there, grab you a tea, and then we'll head off to the shop. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Akatsuki
Last one there's a rotten egg.
Hold on. Do I have haste? I don't, but I have expeditious retreat. As you say egg, I cast expeditious retreat on myself.
All right. I'm going to take off running. I don't know what the actual math is behind all of this.
I now have 100 feet of running. Or of walking speed.
I have 90 because I can use my action and bonus action to dash. So I got 90, so I can keep pretty close.
Oh, this is my one dash.
Oh, I can just do that every round.
Yeah, no, what I mean is this is my one action to dash. and Expeditious Retreat gives me the ability to then bonus action dash.
Yeah, I know.
So I
And-
I can end up at a 150-foot walking speed.
Oh yeah, because you have a monk stuff or whatever.
50 feet walking speed, dash 100 feet walking speed, dash bonus action 150 feet walking speed.
I only have 30 feet walking speed, but I can do both of those actions as well.
Exactly.
So you're
it's-
faster than me, but I'm still taking off. I can take shortcuts because I can jump. No, you can jump too. You're a monk. Never mind. I have a 25-foot leap.
I don't have enough strength for a good leap, but I can walk up the walls.
So Necrotech first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Necrotech is where we're going, but I think we'd stop by.
We're
a
gonna
tea
stop
shop.
and get coffee or tea.
Yeah, probably a
Uh,
coffee shop that serves tea.
That's Sphinx's cafe.
Yeah, it's the Sphinx's cyber cafe.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop there, grab a tea real fast.
So you don't
I
necessarily,
will.
you don't necessarily want an interaction with Sphinx, just ordering and leaving.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just getting drinks.
Yeah, this is just like a stop.
This is the Starbucks run on the way to the actual thing.
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely no issue.
So
And
we're
then,
getting a Katsukiya black tea. We're getting me a refill on my Dead Awakening or whatever it was called. I don't remember.
Corpse Reviver.
Corpse Reviver. I have it written down somewhere, I think.
I know.
Anyway, Corpse Reviver. And then we'll head off to Necrotech.
When you arrive at Necrotech, you are, of course, greeted by Nacria. Because that's where she is.
Yep.
Your order
Hey,
is prepared and ready. I have been awaiting arrival.
good. What did I owe you on that? I think I still owed you 2,500 or something of that sort.
2,500 credits with commission. 30,000 credits.
That's... Wait. How's the math work on that?
commission.
30,000?
Correct.
I thought it was 2,500. That's a big jump.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3,000. I added a zero in my head. I'm sorry.
No worries.
That would be 3,000 credits.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's bad at math.
You see her like circuits going.
Nope, there was an extra zero in there.
Everything complete.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Goggles of dark light true vision.
Ooh, excellent. I don't know what that means. I know it. I can guess what that means. Anything I need to do to get used to them, or just put them on and I can see now? How do I do this?
Put
Put them on like normal?
them on normal, but mechanically they are an attunement item.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
I'm almost disappointed they're not called goggles of wild light.
They are now.
No, they're not.
And while I'm
I
here,
will be calling them that.
Oh, God.
While we're here, last time we were here, I saw this longbow you had.
Longbow, yes, you did.
And she'll pick it off longbow off the stand. I'll just post it in the chat so you can find it immediately. The Wraith Render longbow. How much is it for this?
Calculating. 25,000 credits.
You have yourself a. Actually, I would like to make a persuasion check for a discount. Oh, but you've had it ever since I was here last time. It must not be a fast-moving item, really.
I must
So,
remind
I
you that
mean-
all prices are final, and haggling aboard upon Nocturnus is frowned upon. According to Nocturnal laws,
Yep.
all prices are final.
Fine.
Did you not
Okay,
read?
yes.
Come on, you read the contract. You know this.
Look, it's yeah, fine. Sure, 25,000.
I am forced to attach a thousand credit legal fee, due to your discretion.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Look, I just had this idea that maybe because she's more of a construct that she didn't abide by the same. It's whatever.
I am not a
I'm pretty sure it's the opposite.
Well,
They being really rude.
look, I don't often come across these. Like the only one I
These
know is Mular.
people. Are you referring to me as these people? Me and Mular are very similar, but very different at the same time. How dare you
Yes,
insult
I
me in
just-
such a
sorry,
way by
I'm-
calling me a construct? I am a
No, I'm
metaphysical
sorry,
being with an imbued spirit.
No, I'm sorry. I've got wizard training, and in basic wizard training,
You're telling
constructs
me you're a racist. Are you a spacist?
No, it's just constructs are generally treated as golems and things like that. So getting used to you guys being independent
Deck save.
independent intelligent species, it's strange for me.
With disadvantage.
Not with disadvantage, but okay.
Now it is.
Okay, it's at 18 at the lowest.
She still manages to slap you.
Ow! Okay, sorry.
I
Yeah,
am a
remember that
sentient
thing you said
individual.
about stepping in the salad?
Yes, I really did.
Yeah, it's take your salad dressing and I don't know.
Suggest you
There was
leave.
going somewhere with that.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
really
suggest-
sorry.
I suggest you leave.
I didn't mean anything by
You've
it. I'll
already
be
fractured
going.
the rules of Nocturnus and have assaulted my honor. Please leave. Or I'll be called to call the guard.
I will
She-
see you outside.
Yeah, she
I
leaves.
just love that I just wrote in my notes Akatsuki is showing criminal and racist tendencies.
Yes. At this point, yes.
All right, so I apologize on behalf of my associate.
A deal is done.
But I
The
know
sins
that
of
really
one do
doesn't.
not reflect on another.
Yeah,
That'd be short basis.
just the same.
Happy
I
to
do need
be
to see
here.
about. I have a pair of boots I was hoping you guys could help replicate the enchantment of. I know you did good work on my goggles, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
is there any service you offer to do some kind of duplication, magic, or what would it be called? Artificery, making stuff?
Replication.
Can you make these?
Replication of enchantments is possible, but it's a special order and it has a specific fee attached.
No, totally understandable. I need to get a duplicate of these boots if you guys can pull it off. The exact design isn't important, but what it is their ability to teleport within shadow. It's super useful.
Okay.
So
second level enchantment. Potential fee 45 to 62,000.
totally fine. Let's go ahead and do I need to leave them here for that? I assume.
Scanning. Negative. I have the blueprint now. It will take
Okay.
approximately 3 of your solar months.
Okay, a couple of months. You said 1 to 3 or at least 3?
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay. The faster the better, but I understand that perfection takes time. So do what you need to.
Affirmative. An email will be sent to your own protocols.
Got it.
Oh, honey, no, don't say that. Sorry.
Sorry. The longbow, is it also an attunement item?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm afraid your ship's AI is rather interesting to me.
That's more than I needed to know, I think. But I'm glad you guys are getting along.
Affirmative.
And finally, there's a long list of items that you guys have. I know you are extremely well stocked. I'm hoping you can find something in the variety of either another sword like this or a dagger that I can use, or I'm looking for something that's kind of close up and light, but maybe a little better than just the standard fare. I'm not seeing anything on your list, though.
Allow me a day for a special order. I will try to procure something for you.
Let me see here. I see the Soul Harvester Scimitar.
That seems a little like overkill.
I don't think Bonkers wants to become a lich, but a +2 weapon that absorbs souls?
I mean,
Are scimitars finesse weapons?
yes, they have always been.
Because if they're finesse weapons, that means Bonkers could definitely use that and wouldn't even have to put a
The
nope,
best
martial
finesse
melee,
weapon
and it does have finesse. There we go.
does have finesse, but you need to be proficient in them.
I am.
Can someone
It's
tell
my
me
thing
where
as
I
a rogue.
posted this? Where did I post this list?
Necrotech personal items. It is
What's personal
under. It's about halfway down under Nocturnus, chapter 9.
You realize that I know where it is now. I was looking in the right place. There it is.
There's a lot there.
It's the one item I couldn't find.
Yeah, I've been looking at the list and it's just like this long. So I'm slowly going through it and being like, I need a thing that does a stabby.
At which point I will call end session.